Morning, Laurie. Hi, Mimi. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. I think it's still morning. Hi, Carol. Hi, Deb. Since everybody seemed to enjoy the watercolor roses, I'm going to do some watercolor poppies today that are real simple. And I'm so glad you're here too, Carol. I'm going out of town, so I thought I'd do this real quickly before I get going. Going to see my old teacher friends and get together for the night. This morning I looked out the window and the clouds that I've seen for several days had lifted a little, and the mountains had snow on them, and then there was blue sky and then kind of dark above that, and it was so beautiful. Every day I look out my living room window, I see a different view, and you just appreciate the artwork that God does for us every day. And so the scripture that I picked out this morning is Psalm 9, 1 and 2. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult to you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. And every day I see something different when I look out the window, and you just cannot deny God when you do that. So I'm going to do a real simple periscope today, and it's not going to be very long, I don't think. I usually think they're not going to be long, and then it ends up being longer than I think. I got a new little prize yesterday, and they came in the mail. It's a tiny, cute little watercolor set, and it's Koi Watercolor Sakura, and it's just a little pocket sketchbook. And it comes with this water pen, and I got it on Amazon for right at $20. I wanted to try, I was just using the Michaels really inexpensive ones. I wanted to try some a step up. Yeah, I bought these for myself for Valentine's Day. So anyway. My husband and I don't do a whole lot for things like that, so and we're both understanding about it. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to use. I just got this yesterday afternoon, so I'm going to use those this morning. And I'm not using many colors. I'm going to use this red, couple of the greens mixed, brown and black. And so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm not even drawing this because it's so easy. And I'm not using the water pen. I'm kind of comfortable with my brushes, so I'm going to use my brushes. But if you're going out traveling and you want to take the little pen, water pen, that's good to have. So then you can just paint on the go. Okay, I'm just going to make 3 petals. This is a nice space over here, so I'm going to do one here. And this is going to end up being kind of loosey-goosey like the roses were. And I'm going to go back and soften. I got a little bit too much. What I do is dip it in water and then touch it to a towel I've got over here. I think did you post a picture of that on Facebook? Because I saw one that a critter had chewed up. And I want this to be real soft, so I'm just going to keep going out with the water just to make it, because poppies are just really soft. Okay, now I want another petal in front, and so I'm gonna, this has got right much paint on it, so it'll take me a minute to, I'm just kind of lifting it, and I'm going to go down like this. Okay, I about washed this one out over here a little bit too much, so I'm going to add a little bit of color. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Let me just get going a minute and I'll tell you in just a minute. But I also got the Dinah Wakely gesso, and so I used that. Okay, I'm going to let that one sit just a minute. I'm going to do another one somewhere up here at the top. Same thing, I'm going to put 3 petals. I'm really generous with the paint and water this morning. Unintentionally, but lift a little bit of that off. Okay, now I'm wetting my brush and touching it to the paper towel, to my cloth I've got down here. And just like I did with the rose earlier, I'm going to soften it out. And I just got a big old drop. I still have, I don't like, and if I'm doing this painterly look, this real soft look, I don't like to have soft edges, so that's why I continue to go back in with water and, soften that edge. Okay, I might have too much paint down here, but I'll put the one that's in front, and this time I'm not using any paint, I'm just lifting. Is that blood? No, this is watercolor paint. Continuing to dip in the water, wiping a little bit off, not enough that time, and then lifting. Looks like I've got a hair or something in that, but okay, now we'll go back on this one and work a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit more paint down here and then some just over that bottom petal to make those stand out a little bit more. And soften that too. Shoot. The nice thing about it is you can fix it. I'm painting standing up, trying to look beside my phone, so it's a little bit tricky. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing up here. Just add a little bit more color to the bottom here, and okay, I'm going to use a little black now. It might be too wet. I might need to wait a minute. Oh, it's okay. Because I don't mind if this smears out a little bit. Like I said, that's kind of the look I'm going for. Yes, it is a crossways single column. It's this one. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more to that, and a minute, but I'm going to work on the leaves. Oh, that paint set I just showed you comes with this little palette in it. So I'm putting the bright green and some of this kind of olivey green on it, and I'm going to mix them some. And I might have too much. Nope, not enough. I'm going to make some buds, and they're kind of cracking open so you'll be able to see the reddish color on the inside. And maybe one here. Now I'm going to go back to that bright red. I have a bad habit of putting my hand, please move the camera where? Does that help? Other direction. Oh, you want me to go down like this? I was afraid the comments would get in the way. That's why I had it that way. Well, I'll move it back and forth so everybody will be happy. Okay, and I'm going to soften this a little bit too, just because that's the look I'm going for. You don't have to, but. And I don't mind the fact that this is kind of running and blurring. It adds interest. Hello, Sherry. Okay, now these, the little buds kind of hang down, so I'm going to go up and around. I forgot I hadn't eaten breakfast, and all I've had is a little bit of coffee, so my hands are kind of shaky today. All right, now for my leaves, I'm going to make them real easy. Okay, this is what I used. I just got this, and it's the first time I've used it. Donna Wakley Clear Gesso. It's not rough, and it seems to work well. Okay, so the leaves I'm doing are going to be really simple. I'm just going to put my brush down and kind of wiggle. And I'll go back and add some more color to that to make it look more interesting. You're welcome. Okay, and this is washed out, so. Okay. I'm going to add a little grass down here at the bottom. Now I had put matte medium on this edge because I thought that's what I was going to do, and then when the Donna Wakley came, I added the that on top, the gesso on top, because I kind of wanted to see. And I'm not sure if this beating up that I'm getting down here is because of that or what exactly it is. The verse that I'm using is Psalm 9, 1 and 2. When you listen back, you'll see why I was just full of praise this morning, because of looking out my window and seeing God's beautiful picture that He had painted. Okay, I'm taking some of that olive green and putting a little brown with it on my palette. And I'm going to add a little, I don't know how wet these leaves are, some of them are pretty wet, but I just like to put two colors in a lot of times just to add a little interest. Okay, I want to see some pictures when y'all do this now, because I've shown you how easy it is. I've got a little water blob right there, so I need to go back and add something to that. I'll just put another leaf up there. It is easy. It is easy, I promise. And I've been so proud of the ones that have put pictures on the Bible and journaling community group. That one is a little bit. I used to tell my kindergarten kids in school that they'd come crying that they had made a mistake on their paper, and I'd say, oh, you can turn that mistake into something. So I just added a leaf to where I had that little blob. Okay, I think that's a done deal. You could put some background on it, but I think it's fine without it. So see how quick and fast that was? No, I'm not quite finished. I forgot something. Hold on, don't leave me yet. Thanks for all the hearts, y'all. Okay, wait just a minute because I'm not finished. I forgot something. Up above this black, I'm going to add some just little kind of dots like this. Oh shoot, I'm messing up again, putting my hand in something. And then some little lines coming down because I've got some little kind of fuzzy things that stick up. And got a little carried away right there. Y'all see what I'm doing over here, making a mess? It's almost a little bit too blurred right there, so I'm going to go and add a little bit more of this deeper red in there to make that, distinguish that front petal from the back ones. I don't think I need it too much over here. And I could probably, see I've got some of that black smearing. That was not my intent. Try to lift a little bit of that. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, I'll expect to see some poppy pictures. Thanks y'all for joining me. I'll be back before you know it. Thanks, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, I gave you a big plug. If y'all aren't following Michelle, you need to be. Send a emoji or something, Michelle, so the people that aren't following you can click on you. She does some great videos and Periscopes and YouTubes. When did you learn to paint? Well, I didn't do it. I'm 67, so I've been doing it for a while, but I did not have. That's Michelle. Y'all click on her and follow her. I didn't have any art training in school. I lived in a real small town and we didn't have art, so I didn't know that I loved it until later on. And after I graduated from college, I started painting a little bit then. And I know I'm going out of town, Michelle, so I wanted to do this real quickly. I got these new little paints yesterday, so I had to try them out. Anyway. I didn't start painting until after college, but, you know, I told you how old I am, so I've been doing that a while. So, anyway, my kids in my Sunday school class says, I can't do it like you can. I said, look, I've had a lot of years to practice. So, anyway, But I think this is simple enough that anyone should be able to do it. So thank you so much, and thanks for joining me. I want to see some pictures when I post this of your attempts at doing it, and I know you'll be able to succeed because this was a nice simple tutorial. Okay guys, have a great day.